Hi, and welcome back to the review show for reviews of time travel and anything to do with time manipulation in film and television. You know, this is the second episode of The Time Machine. And as promised at the end of the previous episode, the subject of tonight's review is Great Scott! You gotta come back with me. Back to the future. That's right. In this episode of The Time Machine, I'm reviewing 1985's Back to the Future. Directed by Robert Zemeckis, produced by Steven Spielberg, written by Bob Gale, and starring Christopher Lloyd, Michael J. Fox, Crispin Glover, Thomas F. Wilson, Claudia Wells, okay, let's move it on. So, what's the plot of the film? Well, the plot of the film is Marty McFly is a high school student who also happens to be friends with eccentric inventor Dr. Emmett Brown, who has never invented anything that's worked apart from a time machine, which he has conveniently built into a DeLorean. So he calls upon Marty to help him conduct an experiment with this time machine at 1:15 a.m. at Twin Pines Mall on the morning of the 26th of October, 1985, that sees his dog Einstein as the test pilot for the time machine as he sends it 1 minute into the future. And then after a brief run through on how the time machine works, the dog is then tracked down by the Libyan nationalists whom the plutonium in his time machine belonged to, and he gunned down. In a bid to outrun them, Marty jumps in the DeLorean and is catapulted about accidentally 30 years into the past, arriving on the 5th of November 1955, which conveniently is the day that Doc Brown came up with the concept of time travel and invented the flux capacitor. Now, while in 1955, Marty accidentally jumps in the way of his grandpa's car, saving his dad's life, thus preventing his own birth. And he then has to spend the rest of the film trying to get his parents together, or he'll never come to exist. Pretty wild plot, huh? Okay. Okay. um it is a thrill ride of a film, and it does actually open the door to interesting concepts like what were your parents like when they were your age? And what were the times in which you didn't exist yet like? And now I guess because I didn't actually say, now that's because there couldn't be any favourite quotes from the last one. Favourite quotes from this film. I'm going to use it from 3 of my favourite characters. Well, the characters each film ends up being about, basically. This is Marty's movie, mainly. Now, the one quote, or the one thing he keeps saying in this film is, "This is heavy." The Doc's most famous quote is, "Great Scott." And then there's Biff's favourite quote. "What are you looking at, butthead?" And there's another one. And guys, although some of you might be new to this channel, I'm going to cut you a break tonight. So why don't you make like a tree and get out of here? Yeah, there you go. I'm only kidding. I'm only kidding. But yeah, this film is full of memorable quotes. And it couldn't be it's one of the best films ever made, and it is that for all very good reasons. So, in closing, you've heard my opinion of the film. It's one of my favourites. Is it one of your favourites too? Let me know in the comments below. And, well, the next film, well, actually, the next thing up for review here on the show will be the first episode of the original original Twilight Zone series to have a time travel plot, Walking Distance. So until then, if you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, share and subscribe. Until next time, thanks for watching and have us a magical time.